Yeah, we just record this, so if we end up working together, my team can take this information to, apply whatever we discuss.
Okay,
Oh,
good. Great. Yeah.
yeah, no worries. Do you want to tell me a little bit about you and what you do?
So yeah, I'm setting up a digital marketing business, Elite Action. So it's still I've been running on as a web reseller. So now I want to venture into SEO and digital marketing and web designing. So I realize I need a good CRM to run the business at the back, being able to do proposals and all that. So I start the Flowlu CRM, um, but like with any other tool, it's a bit daunting to set it up and have it fully optimized. Then there's also the danger of with these tools you can pile them up and you have too many that do the same thing. They end up confusing you. So what I want is sort of help in terms of how to integrate Flowlu to my website, um, and and any other channels that I can use like email marketing and all that. Integrate them, um, and also set up like just being taken through on how I set up effective a team and a task and all that, so that I fully optimize the function. Because yeah, a tool is as powerful as how good you understand how to use it. So yeah, that's why I saw there was that people were saying, I need help, and I saw your name. That's how I got in touch with you.
Yeah, yeah, no worries. So I run a business as well that specializes in web development and sales. So I work with a lot of people to solve this kind of issues they have with the different processes in their business, from taking the visitor into, a customer. So yeah, I'll be happy to help with setting up Flowlo and everything else. Which platform do you have your website on currently?
It's I've it's a WordPress website,
Yeah.
and then I'm self-hosting because I'm a reseller. So I'm reselling on behalf of it's called Name Hero. It's an American company. So
Mm.
I've sort of white labeled their brand. So it's a fully white labeled brand that I sell. So I self-host in terms of the hosting. I'm the person hosting it as well.
Right. Oh, that must cost you every month. How much do you pay for hosting?
Um, I sort of got a very good deal
Oh,
in
did you?
terms of which is a reseller, because I negotiated with them. They had discounted prices when I joined on them. I think it was $200 for a year.
Oh,
With
yeah, that's pretty good.
and with 80 accounts, up to 200 gigs, so I could resell the other 79 accounts and
Mm.
keep what I need. So I think, and out of that, because I'm hosting, so I can sort of say sell my web design using the hosting that I had. So it has sort of paid. Year one has paid itself,
Yeah.
and then I went and negotiated for the next 3 years, and got 100 accounts. So it's pretty cheap in terms of.
Mm. Well, so I used to use WordPress myself. I've moved on to using Groove. Have you heard of Groove?
No, I've not.
I'll send you a link to check it out. Actually, I'll just show you. So I've been, making websites for my clients. I used to use WordPress. I moved on to this just because they have a lifetime deal, so you can make unlimited websites and hosting and all that completely free. But here you can make websites and funnels. You could sell products. You can run an affiliate program. You have mailing, so you can directly mail. You can set up memberships, so you won't need something like, uh, can't remember the LMS on WordPress.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can, do host videos, set up blogs, e-commerce, all in one. If you wanted to check this out, I'll send you a link to learn more about, just because you're in the same field. So if you have a look at that and check it out.
And okay. Yeah. Look at that. Definitely look at that. Yeah. And is the lifetime deal still ongoing or?
Yeah, it's going, it is still ongoing, but it's ending very, very soon. Like they are going to switch to $300 a month starting December, and they're gonna change. At the moment, it's I think 1397. They're changing to $2,500. I think next month. Uh, but you get unlimited website, unlimited hosting, pretty much everything you need. Like instead of paying $300 to ClickFunnels, people have sites. So the site you see is actually built on Groove as well.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah. So it is built on Groove. Uh, Pretty easy. It's drag and drop.
ah. So in terms of, so how does their lifetime deal work? How much is it?
So if you go ahead and make a free account now, it will show you how it works.
Ah,
Yeah. So they want you to get the free account first, and then they will show you how the lifetime deal is. But honestly, yeah, it's the best deal I've gotten. Last year I got it. Last year I got it, and I've made like I started at six. My agency is six figures now in less than 7 months because of all they have provided me. So pretty powerful.
yeah.
Trust me. Yeah, it's super powerful.
So yeah, I'll open the free account and then I'll go through that. And then in terms of Flow, have you managed to set it up and
Yeah, so I'm happy to set up Flowlo for you based on what sort of things you need. So you would need to probably write a list of things you need, and I'd be able to give you a price based on that. Normally, we don't work for less than $500. So that would be the minimum price for us to work together, just because anything below that wouldn't be covering our cost to run the business operation. But if you wanted like more advanced things, really go deep into the automation, we would probably charge higher.
uh, and in terms what I wanted to find out because it's yeah, I understand what you're saying in terms of writing. So it's more like a chicken and egg, right? So I've not really used any other CRM out there, right?
Yeah.
So I want, if from your end, if you have like certain things that you've set up, and then we can start from there as a base.
Yeah. So I actually use two. I use Trello and Flowlo. Okay.
Yep.
So I used to use Trello. So I'll just show you my Trello board. So my Trello board looks like this, where we have reach outs, inbound messages, conversations, time wasters, 15-minute calls. So at the moment, you're on the 30-minute call. So I used to follow this. Now we use a different board. My team uses a different board than this. So I used to use this to manage the customer flow. But to manage the internal tasks that I have, so for me to manage how the work actually needs to go, so this is, I use this for project management, and I use this for the pipeline. So I will have, so I've got my workspace and I have different projects that I have taken on. Yeah.
Yep.
So I have different projects. Usually they will be around $2,000 or more. Um, so what happens is every time we go on to something like this, or maybe we can go on this. So when I go on this, it shows the different process that I have set up. So this is my client acquisition system. This is the planning process to fulfill what they need.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then this is the fulfillment section. Then this is my testing section. And finally, we go to the complete section. Within this there are 12 tasks that needs to go from here to there. For you, it might be just one thing that you need or two things. You might not have as many steps, but that we can look into it. Okay. So what we can do is go on to task, and it shows the different tasks I have to do. Okay. For
Uh,
example, tag the type of lead they are. Are they an incoming and outgoing lead? Because this will determine the type of conversation we have. So this easy to do. Qualified via DM. We have our own qualifying process. We just don't work with anyone. So if you didn't fill out the conversations, if you didn't fill out the forms well, we wouldn't be having this conversation,
mm,
because if you can't take the time to fill out the things I need to help you, it shows me you're not committed to your own growth and success
yep.
and your process, which means you're likely not going to spend money in getting a process set up anyway. So I'm just wasting my time and your time. So we qualify people, and then we set up the conversation. So this is where you at. We have this conversation, right, in progress. Once we have this conversation is done, I would wait for your information, the things we discussed, the things we need, and send you a business proposal.
Okay, yep.
So, but this we usually do for clients that are paying $5,000 or more. For $500 to send a business proposal wouldn't be economical. So unless you were looking, if you had a business that were producing, five figure months, multiple 5 figure months, I would understand what type of things you need. So if your business isn't making any money, then this would be, not as extensive, right?
Yep.
So this might not be relevant for you. And then we follow up. So if we send you a response and you haven't responded, then we follow up with you. And then this gets moved to the completed section. So we follow a process. So if you end up buying, then we say, okay, we have, you became a client. Now we set up a follow up call in 1 to 2 weeks. So when you give us a call, we also review the call. We create funnel map if you wanted a funnel. We request you to review, we request copywriting, graphics, the execution. So each of these steps, optimizations, each of this step contain their own thing. So this helps with figuring out what are the tasks we need to do to get what we need to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I know. I know.
And we set up timelines. So for example, so let me show you my website, okay? So I make sales funnels. One of my service is building high quality sales funnels for others. Do you know what sales funnels are?
Yeah, I think I have an idea. It's a way to channel.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's a way to channel. So for my funnel service, we charge either $1,500, $3,000, or $5,000. So for this, I would write what the steps are needed to optimize. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Yep, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yep.
So I would be like, optimizations, here is what the process is to optimize everything. So either me or someone else, doesn't matter who, but the earlier you invest in a process like this, the easier it is to scale your business. For example, when I go to say, so this is my new client that just joined my program. I keep all the details about her. So this is what she does. This is her website. This is her profile. This is what we talked about. This is a link. So we have all the information in one place. So for this client, we are using this. For you, you might have it in Flowlo. So you might have the all the details on your client's profile. What that will mean is that either you or someone else in your team can follow up with this person and know exactly what is required. So they know which step of the way they're in. Does that make sense?
So when you tick the tasks and when you're moving the tasks, that's when it starts flowing on that process.
Yeah, so someone needs to manually move through the process. So you would probably need to hire a VA to do that
To
if
do that.
you
And
wanted.
and just one question, because Trello is a little bit on the manual side, right? So how do you find using both of them at the same time? Is it not tedious?
So I don't do all this work myself. I have other people that do it.
Ah,
So when you have a successful business, this is one of the benefits. You don't have to do the things you don't like. You can give the task you don't like to other people who can do it. So I have a team of 5 people, 2 more in the training. So we are 8 people overall. So everyone does their part. So I don't know how familiar you're with this, but if you go here, you can see at the top, I have SOP or standard operating procedures.
yep.
So so I don't have to do lead generation myself. My team will do the lead generation. So here for the outbound, so I have a standard procedure. So if I was to hire someone, they would watch my Facebook lead generation training through outbound messaging. So they would learn how that works. And then when they go to have the conversations, I have a different process. So step one is to talk to the people for a few minutes, and they would determine if they would be a good fit or not. So once they decide this, the way they have the conversation, so I have a link, so I'll show you.
Oh man, you've got a massive system, man. How long have you been doing this?
7 months.
7 months, man.
Yeah, I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars to learn this. So it helped me, you gotta pay to get ahead. Because the people that don't pay, they don't learn and they don't move ahead. So what happens is step one is to talk to them. So what would happen is my team would follow this document on how to talk to potential leads. And once they find the leads, they go to the Trello board and they update all this information, and we tag who is going to work here. Is it going to be me, or is it going to be someone else that follows up with this person? Who is responsible for dealing with everything to that person? So these kind of things help you scale your business. It's what takes you, before when I first started, I was doing everything myself. It was so freaking exhausting, trying to get the client, doing the work, managing everything, remembering 50 different things at once. So it's just overwhelming. So I invested thousands and thousands of dollars to learn how to make a system so that not only is it easier and it saves me 90% of my time to do what I actually want to do, it frees up my time and leverages other people's time to build a very profitable business that's really scalable. So as more and more goes, you can see 7 months, 8 people working for me. It's big operations.
Yeah.
So
In terms of learning, Okay.
So learning, so this is what helped me so much, is the ability to learn things really quickly. So to learn Flowlo, I invested my time because I had problems with my own business and I didn't know how to solve them. So what I did is get my team to do the things they needed, and I focused my time on learning its system so that I can get them to execute. So say you bought a $5,000 program with me, which I'm not saying you will or anything, but that's where I take you through the steps and help you structure your business so that you can scale much faster whenever you're ready. So this investment is it's what gets you to 5 figures months and 6 figure months. Yeah, let me show you this.
Yeah.
So if we go to the actually, let me just show you on Facebook. So this is one of my clients. I asked him for a testimonial most recently. What is that?
No volume.
I want to give a powerful testimony to my boy Milan Mia. Through his help, through GrooveFunnels, through helping me build out landing pages for all my clients, I've been able to scale my coaching company from 10K to 30K months just by bringing them on board. I run challenges every single month. I also have software. And so him coming in as a client fulfillment partner, helping me optimize and really scale my business has been a game changer in me maintaining these multiple 5 figure months. So if you're on the fence or you're looking for someone that can really help you with GrooveFunnels, just building out landing pages, building out nice funnels, like Milan Mia, he's the go-to guy. I highly recommend him. He's been a game changer. He has a heart.
Yeah, so that guy, he's doing really well. I met him in January. So this is why my business is successful, is because I'm not just looking to build pages or stuff like that. I actually focus on helping people make money in their business. So this is what so this is
Everybody,
the
my name is
person.
Corey Davis, and hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Corey Davis, and I run a coaching company where we help coaches and entrepreneurs grow and scale their coaching company. Milan has been a very big help with us. He's allowed us to scale with ease, and he has been our technical support person that's helped our clients actually build web pages, build their funnels, get all of those technical things that normally people are having problems with. Milan has been the guy that helped us run an efficient business. He's helped our client success really double, to be honest with you. Our coaching company right now, we're running about $40,000 a month, but we could not do it without Milan's help. Milan is very skilled in what he's doing. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking about, hey, should I use Milan as a support person? Should I get into his programs? Whatever that may be, I'm going to tell you right now, that's a great decision. Use him as someone that can be your technical support. Buy into his programs where he can support you 100% along the journey. And he works tirelessly behind the scenes. You'll be amazed on what the work that he can do for you. So I give Milan my full support. Thank you, Milan, for supporting us in our business as well.
And so another guy, I've been working with him. He's doing really well now. Then finally, I'll show you another person that I've had that he's doing really well as well. I think this Robert. So him and I, we started working together, I think maybe in March. He gave me a testimony.
What's going on? My name is Robert Hurd. I'm an affiliate marketer and coach for the past 5 years. And this is a video testimonial for my good friend, Milan Mia. Now, Milan is an absolutely amazing guy. I had the honor to work with him for the past few months. He's been creating sales funnels for my business partner and I within GrooveFunnels, and I value his work a lot. If you ever get a chance to work with Milan on anything GrooveFunnels related, or basically anything Milan related, definitely go for it. He puts so much attention to detail. He has so much love for the things that he does. He has high ambitions. He does the things that you tell him to do and makes them even better. He asks the right kind of questions, and basically, he's just a great human being to work with. And this is something that I value, about him so much. That's why we decided to choose to work with him as well. So if you ever get a chance to work with Milan, definitely go for it. You will not be disappointed. With the sales funnels that he has created for us within GrooveFunnels, our students collectively have been making thousands of dollars within a very short amount of time. So it also goes to show that his work converts. It is looking great. It is mobile optimized. It has everything that we wanted it to have. So thank you so much, Milan, for everything you've created for us before and going to be creating for us in the future as well. That said, my name is Robert, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Yeah, so many more videos like that. But, because of help, you can see like these videos are very convincing. And it's because, I help them so much that, kind of taking away stress, giving them more financial freedom. So that's why, they are recommending me, because I've given them the thing. So, just because you are looking, for more help in terms of business, let me show you, this is not the only thing we do. So if I go over here, I have KPI, so key performing indicators every month. So this is for June. We track, sorry, it's not fully loaded. So we track how we are doing. So how many people am I reaching out to you? I'm reaching out to each day, okay? So 3 reach outs. So I use social media just for lead generation. How many of them lead to a messenger conversation? So you can see I did 3 reach out, but none of them responded. I did 2 reach outs and 2 of them responded. So you would have been in one of these days. I reached out to you or you reached out to me. And that ended up in a messenger conversation, which ended up in a call like we're having, right?
Yeah.
And then we track who are the people that we make an offer to, because not everyone that gets on this call we work with. We look at the people that don't come, people we need to follow up with. How many people are we closing? Are there recurring revenues? So this month we've closed around $17,000. I just need to, yeah. So you can see, like, we really track this through time, because it helps us understand how many calls do I need to get on to make $30,000. If I see that it takes 50 calls, which would, I think it was like 30 calls to, actually I can just look up. I don't even have to tell you. So I don't even have to guess. I can literally look up how many calls I need to get on to make a sale, and this helps me understand what the goals are. So if I am getting 30 calls in a month, I'll probably close around 80% of them, and an average customer will spend $2,000 with me. So it helps me make more business orientated decisions. So this is when you stop working in your business and work on your business, so that you can grow and get the type of revenue you want. So having people that are really successful and have the financial means to invest in their own businesses, it helped me leverage the resources they have and put my resources together, and it helped create the success you see.
Yeah,
And for me, I'm actually not that very old, so I've still got a long time to learn and experience before. Yeah, so that's a little bit about me and what I do. So um, uh, let me know which route you'd like to go in. I'm happy to set up Flowlu, like I said, based on what you need.
Yeah, so there's Flowlu, and then you seem to say you have your own programs that you run, right? Besides the
Yeah, that's right. So I have my own programs. So other than helping other people, I also have my own programs. So these are, courses and things like that. So I'd have courses that I sell to other people as well, pretty successfully, because I know what I'm doing and things like that, and other people see that, so it's easier when you have some success stories. I think you do. You mentioned you've built like 75 or something websites or so. So those portfolios you can leverage. Uh, yeah. So yeah, that's something I think that might be of help to you. Um, the GrooveFunnels, did you make an account yet?
Not yet. I've not. I'll start. I was just waiting so that when we finish the call, then I'll do that. I didn't want to
Oh, I didn't want to interrupt. Yeah,
interrupt.
no worries. Yeah, so you will see, like, as you explore this, you will see. Actually, don't worry. Just make an account. Let me show you.
Okay.
Let me show you afterwards.
And in terms of the courses that you offer, right?
Yeah.
So I'll get them on your. Oh, this thing is saying
Oh,
it's already taken. Why?
yeah. So my courses aren't fully complete. They're still being built.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm not selling them to the public. We're a very closed group have access to that for now, is because I want to make sure it's fully tested and scalable and applies to other people as well.
Yep.
That way, because it's a course that's going to be like $5,000 to $10,000. So I want to make sure people are getting the value they're paying for.
The painful. Yep. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, because I'm strongly against taking money that I haven't earned. Yeah, I don't want to.
I think. Yeah. 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 Hi, my name is Michael Same. I'm the CEO and co-founder. Yep.
Yeah, so you can watch that video after our call. I watched that video 3 times, which was right after I made my free account. The reason I watched it 3 times is because, so I'm 22, by the way. When I was a student, I watched that video 3 times because I couldn't afford the lifetime deal. So for me, it would be investing all my money and I would have like zero in my bank account.
Yep.
So I watched it 3 times to really make sure it's what I wanted. And I did, and I never looked back. They have a 30-day money back guarantee. My goal was, if I don't make this money back in 30 days, I'm going to ask for a refund and I'm done. That's what I told myself when I paid for that. And within that 30 day, I got my first client in GrooveFunnels. And yeah, the rest is history. So have a look, especially if you're in web development. They do all in one, so you wouldn't have to actually pay for hosting and things like that. They have their own domain things as well, so you can integrate the domain directly in there.
Yep.
The marketplace, affiliate program, course membership, so you can package things together and sell as well, which is what I've been.
How expensive is their lifetime deal?
Is 1397.
1397. No, 1097.
Yeah, 1,397 US dollars.
US dollars. Okay.
Yeah. I think if anything, even if we don't end up working together, I think this will be the best investment you make, especially, because you're in web development, because it will open up your clientele. So they just started their company last year. The reason they have the lifetime deal is because they're still in beta. They're gonna go out of beta in December, and they will charge $300 per month. And I think next month they're gonna start charging $2,500 for the lifetime deal. So
Okay. Then
yeah,
in terms of, just one question, in terms of your SOP, did you develop themselves or?
I made the SOPs myself based on my experience of what's needed. So if we were to do $500, I would need you to, or $1,000, we would need you to develop them and give it to us, and my team and I would work it out. But if you didn't have, if you didn't want to figure it out and things like that, you can purchase one of our program, and I would work with you to streamline your business and help you develop those SOPs.
The SOPs? Yeah. Okay. So your programs, that's one thing that I wanted to know in terms of your programs. That what are the price point and what's sort of covered in there? Maybe, yeah.
So
Maybe.
I'll show you these programs I have. So this won't be exactly catered to you. It's like a course that we sell, and depending on which one you get, so you're not the exact clientele for this, but these are just guide. So what we do is we have 3 pricing points.
Yep.
We charge $5,000, $10,000, or 3 payments of $4,997, which is $15,000. So these are the courses that we offer, and yeah, we would like streamline your businesses within this process. And sometimes we also offer, depending on which package you get. So if you got the 5,000, if you got the 15,000 package, we would just give you someone to work with so you wouldn't have to figure out how to do the stuff that you don't like doing. We already have people trained to do that, so they will just do it for the duration of that. So we either work with for the $5,000, we work with you for 6 months. For the $10,000, we work with you for 9 months, and the $15,000, we work with you for a year, so 12 months. So you would have someone that can manage this for those period of time as well. So
Okay. Yep.
yeah, so that's just to show that we are committed and we're gonna help you, but it just takes one client to pay this for itself. So you will just need one client that maybe pays $10,000, and that means now your business is ready to be doing $10,000 per month, or multiple. Yeah, so those things are key considerations to make. Honestly, I wouldn't be where I'm today if I didn't spend thousands of dollars like that to get to where I'm today, because these things aren't common. They are exhausting, they take time, they take energy, and you can't do the things you actually want to be doing. So it's a lot of pain, but if you go through the process, it's worth it.
It's worth it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. It's worth it. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me know. I think, depending on which one you lean toward, I'm happy to set Flolo up and get you running up and going if you wanted to, fix some of the issues. But again, in the long run, those issues aren't going away. They're still going to be there. They just don't, stay there for a long time. They just pile up and up to the point where you just go,
Yeah.
not working.
Yeah. So yeah. So what I think I'll go through what you've shown me and see, because I'm at a point where, like, my hosting business, I've already paid for hosting for the next 3 years, right? Because I'd gotten a good deal, and then in terms of the company wise, I also started having partnership arrangements with other people overseas. So I want to see how these things where I am at now would pan out in terms of, because I had started discussions with other people and say, okay, can we partner with your company and all that. So I'm in a little bit of a dire situation where I need to first look at what I have versus what because you bring in a lot of good points in that you need to invest upfront to get a return. But that being said, also is when you start a business, you operate on a shoestring budget, right?
I actually didn't study business. So everything I did is tried to tested methods by hundreds of other people. So my clients you saw, they're not running business. They don't have business degrees. They're coaches, they're affiliate marketers.
Yeah.
So they learned how to set up a process like this, and I help them with it. Is that you don't need a business degree. I don't have a business degree. I just know what works really well. And this is what works really well to get there. And this is why I've been successful. In business, they don't teach you how to run business. They teach you how to work for someone else. They teach you how to work in someone else's business, not how to run your own. That would be silly.
Yeah. Yeah, no. What I was saying is when you try to start a venture, not doing business, trying to start this project, you operate more on a shoestring budget. So that's so I need to sort of look at what I have at the moment, and then I'll get back to you. But I'll be bouncing off ideas, and
if you were to go on a program, you don't have to pay everything upfront. You can pay it fortnightly or monthly for the duration we work with you. So
okay, yeah, that's good as well. Yep.
Yeah, so I have other people. So if we were working together, say for 6 months, and you took the $5,000 program, then you would need to pay that within 6 months.
Okay, yep.
Does that make sense? So that you aren't investing all the money at once and putting financial strain on your own business or whatever. Yeah. So that's basically how the program runs, if you're interested in that. If you don't mind me asking, I could have helped a little bit more if I knew how your revenues are doing monthly. Only if you're comfortable sharing how are you doing financially.
Now it's pretty low. It's pretty low. I think I'm still because part of the problem is I'm running this project as a side business. I actually work full time. I have a 8 to 5 job. Then after that, I come and run this. And I not like streamlined. I only have one freelancer who helps me with the web development. I've not invested in lead generation. That's why I'm now thinking of the CRM and doing lead generation, because I bought that Flowlu and Snovio. So I want to then go big on lead generation, right? And so to be honest, I think it's around 1,000 and something in terms of revenue that's coming. For me, it's good in the sense that it helps me just to pay for licenses for Flowlu and all that, right? I don't have to keep on withdrawing money from my bank account to pay for these licenses. That's what I don't want to do. I just want, but I'm hopeful that I'll start proper lead generations and doing campaigns. My thinking was to do email campaign, email marketing, and probably Facebook marketing as well.
Look, I actually know a lot because I'm in the industry and I work with a lot of people, but not just, I work with people that are like me and more, so they know way more than I do. So I actually learn a lot. Programs that other people pay $30,000 for, I get access to them as a result of the type of work I do. So, obviously, if we were to work together, you would have those kind of insights as well.
Yeah.
But, one of the thing, have you heard of this, Texel?
Texel, yes, I saw it. It's just finished on. It was on AppSumo recently, right?
Yeah. So something that's going to be powerful in your business. I think if you were to learn a lead generation business, I think Texel would be, one of the most powerful tool you have.
So in terms, because I was considering Encharge, because I sort of like the way it integrates, and then because I've noticed you use Trello. For me, I had almost opted to, because I have a friend who is almost in a similar business. He uses Slack.
Yeah, I use Slack as well. Some of my clients use Slack, but like it doesn't matter whether you use Monday, you use Asana, you use Trello, or you use Flowlo. I've used all of them because I had to learn what was the best that's going to work for me so that I can determine what might work best for my clients based on the business model they run. So this is the difference. You see, like I have to learn all of them because I need to know all these things. Yeah. So yeah, as you know, if I look more in depth into your business, I'll be able to make a more thorough assessment.
Yeah. I think what I will do is, I always want to be very upfront, and at this moment where I am at, I think I'm still in the exploratory phase of my business, right? Where I've not figured out all the processes, right? So probably what I need to do is to go back and sit 2-3 months and sort of come up with processes and say these are the things that I'm going to be doing and all that. Then so that when you come in, you're not sort of babysitting me, right? It would be bad if
Yeah, no, to be honest, the longer it takes you, this is from experience, the longer it takes you, the less likely you are to achieve it. It's much better if you have someone accountable and you work through it together, because two brains is better than one. You have knowledge of how it operates, and I've seen other businesses and I know what's going to work, what's not going to work, and what would potentially cut the time in half. 3 months, you could be making $50,000 in 3 months. So the longer it takes you to figure those things out, the more money you're losing. And those work that you do during that period, they are also proof of your work that you can use to charge a premium price, so charge much higher. So think about the gains and the losses you would potentially be making as well, and kind of weigh that, because it helps determine how the business moves. So something to consider. I'm not trying to move your flow or tell you anything.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. The challenge that I'm having now is I had sort of started a process, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this process, if I stop it midway, it sort of ruins my relationships and all that. Because if I'm now coming into your program, I'm now changing course, right? And
yeah. Sorry, I'm not asking you to come to my program or anything like that. I'm just, you might decide to, go into someone else that can help you with your business better. Like I mentioned, I'm just happy to set up Flowlo and get you up and running with what you want.
Yeah. So what I would do, so because the points that you have raised, some of them I'd considered, some I have not. So what I want to do is just to sort of finish the few processes that are in train, and I have like a proper exit strategy, because there are two ways of doing it. Either I set up two models, right? One that runs on the existing structure that I have,
Yeah.
and then set up another income stream, because it doesn't hurt to have two income streams, right? As long as then you see which one is working and which one is not, and they can complement each other. But what will be bad is to
Completely
start
abandon the existing one. Yeah,
yeah.
I agree. I agree. If it's working, keep it, but also look to add other ones, because an average millionaire has 7.
Yeah. So I'm seriously considering what you have brought up, because it's before this call I was only expecting to talk about Flolu, which was more
Just setting up what you have.
it was the minimal thing. Then you came up with these sales groove and all the other things. So I'll look at this and open up my mind to see if I can use this as another income stream. Then look
You
at the
can. I'm confident you can, because many people do. And when I say many, like 99%, it's just a matter of time. So it might take you 1 month, it might take you 5 months, it might take you 12 months or 2 years or 3 years or 5 years. It's gonna happen if you put some energy into it, or if you invest some time or money or whatever. But it definitely can help. I've seen many people do it.
Good, thank you. So I have another meeting coming up at 1:30, so I need to prepare a bit.
Yeah, no worries. Let me know which direction you'd like to go. I'd like to help you either way. Yeah, I don't mind, but yeah, let me know. You seem like a really nice guy. I did enjoy our talk and sharing.
Great, thanks, Marlon. We'll be in touch. We'll keep chatting on Facebook and all that, right?
Yeah, definitely. And have a look at the video for Groove.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.